Hi everyone, Pink the Gaetano here, the internet's busiest music nerd. And it's time for another edition of Great Albums, where I go over a series of records that I thought were really good. Over the past couple of months, the initiation of this whole quarantine thing threw me off. Didn't end up doing one for last month. So now I am deciding to, get my ish together here and tell you guys about some records that I do not want you to miss out on. These are albums that I think over, again, the past couple of months I have shown to be pretty good, sticking out, standing out in my mind, highly enjoyable. All the links to reviews and stuff for them are down below, so check them out, give them a listen, take some time, do some self-care on the music end of things. Here we go. Code Orange underneath. Wow, this is a crushing futuristic experience. Loving what this band is doing with metal right now, with industrial music, and just how cutting edge the production techniques on this record are. I love how synthetic and high def and sharp it all sounds, and yet so incredibly distorted, heavy, and visceral as well. The band really makes a fantastic blend of metal and electronic music without really taking away from the core appeals of each style. So heavily messing with this record over here. Loving it. Also, shout out to R.A.P. Ferreira, also known as Milo, Scallops Hotel, and a few other pseudonyms too. He has come through with this Purple Moonlight Pages project, which is a very smart, verbose, and dense little jazz rap record with a lot of very detailed and organic production on it too. Some of his best flows and rhymes in a while as well. He's just killing it on this record. Love to hear Milo at a high point, and I love that after all these years he is still surprising us, still trying new things, still every once in a while he's got a left hook in there, like bam! Didn't see that one coming, did you? Bam! This is one of those moments. I got bammed. Next, shout out to Horse Lords for their new record over here, The Common Task, which is a really cool and groovy combination of experimental rock, krautrock, psych rock, math rock. It's very busy, it's very abstract and out there, some very dry and prickly bits of guitar and drums, and it's just a very odd sound, but also just, again, the grooves on this, the linear directions of a lot of these songs, and the intense pacing of them as well keeps me engaged from start to finish on pretty much every track here. Digging what these guys are doing? Yeah, hell yes. Horse Lords. Want to also shout out here songwriter and electronic music producer Nicolas Jaar on his new project here, Cenizas. It's really interesting how every solo project from Nick goes in a totally different direction, and even this one I did not see coming, as he is dabbling in a lot of very abstract and formless and experimental and ambient music on this project, really going out there into the darkest recesses of sound. I also love the variety he approaches this LP with, because despite the entire thing being so shadowy and strange and left field, he finds a lot of interesting ways to, embody those ideals. Of course, also want to do a mention here of the new Strokes album, The New Abnormal, which in my opinion is their best record in years. Some killer songs on this thing, and a bit of a new direction as well. One of their most lo-fi recordings in a long time, and also the songs on this thing are pretty expansive, really foregoing the usually brief and verse-chorus-verse structures the Strokes are known for. These tracks really sort of stretch out into a lot of strange territories. Rick Rubin on production as well, and some of my favorite Strokes songs ever too. So yes, The New Abnormal. Yes. Laura Marling, Song for Our Daughter, fantastic singer-songwriter record with one amazing song after the next. I like how no BS and no frills this album is. Laura doesn't really make it to be much more than just a really good quality batch of songs with good storytelling, great vocals, quality instrumentals. Super simple. Everything you need, nothing you don't, but simultaneously not bland and underwhelming and skeletal or anything like that. I know I've pointed to the lyrics being good already, but I'll just reiterate one more time. I think this is some of the best storytelling on any Laura Marling album, at least in regards to some of these tracks, so check it out. Also, hell yes to Rina Sawayama coming through with her debut record over here, Sawayama. Totally killed it with Clarence Clarity on the production. Love the variety of pop stylings on this thing, how improved the vocals are too, the great songwriting as well. There are some moments where I think the production could have been better, but yeah, I love all those qualities of the record. Also how personal she gets on a lot of these tracks too with this album, and I was hoping this would be the case. I really did get a better sense of who Rina is as an artist and a creator. Just all around quality album, and expect many more from Rina to come. It should also be no secret that I am enjoying the electronic cumbia art pop fusions of Lida Pimienta's new record, Miss Colombia, as well. Really awesome portrayals of these styles coming together over great songs, fantastic production, stunning vocal performances too. Also love that Lido tries her best to really tribute and make clear connections to the indigenous styles of music that influence what she does so much. Do not under any circumstance miss out on this record. It will undoubtedly, at least for me, be one of the best Latin records of the year. Next, shout out to Black Dresses with the record Peaceful as Hell, which is a crushing, abrasive, noisy, poppy, it's oh god, punky, I just love how hard-hitting and visceral this record is, and just how cute and friendly the songs are. The record really does live up to the title, Peaceful as Hell. It's nice, it's kind, it's sweet. In some respects, it is easy on the ears, but it's also trying to make a ruckus, make hell of those feelings, make hell of those sounds. It's killing you with kindness. It's gutting you. It's just disemboweling you with kindness. It's decapitating you with kindness. It is just bleeding you out and freezing you to death with kindness. Let me not neglect to mention producer Chris Keys teaming up with rapper Quelle again for the sequel to Innocent Country, Innocent Country 2, which made for Chris's most sobering, melodic, and mellow record to date, in my opinion. Pretty potent project emotionally that may hit you just in the way that it needs to during these quarantined times. Finally, shout out to a really good, somewhat psychedelic lo-fi noise rock record from the boys in Dope Body, Homebody. The band is back with a fully locked and loaded Quarantine album over here, and they are sounding as good as ever, even in this somewhat diminished capacity. They're kind of doing a bit of a mixtape thing over here with a lot of random ambient and experimental music interludes too. Some of those influences do seep into the core songs of the album, and when they do, that's really awesome. And yeah, just some of the most fun songs the band has dropped in a long time, especially since they've been broken up for a little while. So it's been a while. So yeah, shout out to all of those records. They're all linked down below. Don't miss out on any of them. I think they're all great. I think they're all fun. And yeah, that is it. Transition, have you given any of these albums a listen? If you have, that's awesome. If you haven't, please, again, check out the reviews, look the records up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Over here next to my head is another one that you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, great albums forever.